out there. The greatest love in the universe lives inside your deep core. Never stop being in pursuit of your wildest dreams. The pursuit is the best part. No doubt about it. Let the tears flow freely. Fully feel your emotions. Release negative souls that drain your spirit dry today. Surrender to the truth unfolding within your deepest core of awakening. Here we are in the midnight hour, and Happs always unfolds in different ways every night. You just have to have a little faith. Hello, Katrina. How are you? I'm just having a little bit of coffee here. Spent some time today with the beautiful dog named Phoebe. Phoebe had a wonderful time today. Hello, Helga. How are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Let's see here. It is feeling kind of like a morning already this morning. It's nice and cool here. The breeze is coming in. Anybody recognize this guy that I'm going to put up here in a second? When I was young, I absolutely thought his voice was just insanely good. And I thought he was also not a bad actor, too. I don't know if many people know that. He did quite a few movies. Him and Elvis, actually, did a lot of movies. Hello, Helga. Invite user. There you go. Is it just you and me right now? And John? Hi, John. How are you? Love to have you up sometime, John. Lucky 86. Were you born in 86? 86 was crazy for me. Very crazy. Crazy indeed. Always take time to nourish your divine spirit. Don't let the negative opinions of a few toxic souls drain your spirit dry. There she is. There she is. Is she ready? Put your
Hi.
put your thumb in the air if you're I think she's ready. All right, there I go. I get my people to talk to her people. It takes a while.
You're
Good
welcome.
to see you. Look at. Yeah. So, what time is it where you are currently?
0451 makes 10,
So it's you're
almost
ahead
5
of
o'clock
me.
in the morning.
Wow.
Yes.
You never sleep. You never sleep,
Oh,
do No. No. Occasionally. Believe
you
in the
know,
healing power. Go ahead.
never sleeps.
Do you sleep in the day kind of thing? Do
Eternal beings never sleep.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Uh yes. Yes. We're gonna go deep right away tonight, are we? Is that what we're doing? There's no like just toe in the pond tonight. We're jumping right in. Yes. Old Blue Eyes, that's right. Frank Sinatra right there. I loved him. Um the waves though this week have been kind of crazy. Would you agree with that? I'm gonna put you up here. You can the energy I've been feeling it all week and enjoying it actually, mostly enjoying it. How about you? How has it been for you?
I just started before you came online.
Mm-hmm.
It's Dutch.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
And what
I
does
will
it say?
translate because that is exactly what the question that you ask. You know, Helga, you are on the right path. The path to rediscover what you are and the the how do I say it? The abilities that you have that you didn't know about in this lifetime, and uh, now that you uh, uh, how do you say it in English? Um, Now that you have seen it demonstrated, you know the door is open.
Hmm.
And I
Yes.
talk about telepathic and energy. Um,
I have a weird feeling what I brought up before is kind of what you're saying in a weird way. Believe in the healing power of daily acts of kindness and compassion. Know in your deepest core that you are directed and protected by the highest sources of light and love in the universe. And that's kind of what you do. You tap into these deep rivers of knowing. I think that's the nicest way of saying it. You have such a knowing.
it's because I wanted to know. I asked for it.
Hmm. Yeah. Sometimes you cannot ask for it and still get it. You know,
You always
you
ask for it,
yeah, on some level,
consciously or yeah, consciously or unconscious.
right. So basically what you're saying is there's a huge population that is unconscious or not awake, numb.
Aware, not aware.
Some are aware, but I think some numb themselves through drugs and alcohol and distraction and anger and fear. And there are those that, yes, I think jump towards the light, but that's
We are
only
the light. It doesn't matter in what situation we are. We are the light. That is something that
can't be taken
nothing
away.
can take. No,
Yeah,
no,
it's it can never be stolen from you.
no, because you are it.
I
And that
love
is
that.
what we forgot.
I love that. That's beautiful. Um, okay, we're gonna put the strangest nuts. I like this here. Sometimes you need to talk to a 2-year old just so you can understand life again.
And you see how she posed upside down.
Yes.
And that is how it is. Not what we have been told.
Ah, explain that if you don't mind. No, too deep.
We have been told that everything what we need is outside of ourselves.
Yes.
God, Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
name it. But Jesus even said in the Bible, I'm the light of the world, so are you.
Right.
So,
Do you believe that we come here with more abilities and they just slowly
definitely.
get get taken away from us?
Oh, no, they are in Pandora's box, in your own Pandora's box.
Oh, Pandora's box. I get you.
Yeah,
I got you.
we
Okay.
got we got our own Pandora's box,
Yeah,
and
I
the
would
key.
agree. I would agree with that. Yeah. Do you think that life
I'm
is a
here to
game?
remind each of us because
Mm.
someone else had to remind me.
Who reminded you?
You called her Abraham Hicks.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay.
was my
Really?
start. Yeah.
Really? Esther Hicks, who channels
Esther Hicks.
who
Abraham.
channels Abraham. Yeah.
It
And
seems
and
that
she's
I'm
been
also a medium.
yeah.
They
But
call me
Abraham
that. But
is a collective, you know that, right? He's not one person. He's a
we
collective of
are
people.
we are all collectives because when we are angry,
Mhm.
we we manifest the evil part, as we call it as humans.
Okay. Did you see what I just put up here? Family,
Yes.
hope, gratitude, laugh, healing, truth, forgiveness. I saw this. I downloaded this a long, long time ago. And do you know who
Hmm.
it reminded me of?
Tell me.
You. You. I said I'll download this. We'll use it someday.
Hmm.
For the family, because you always call it the family. And it's
We are
right
a
there. And
family.
it's got family, love, joy, kindness, truth, forgiveness, the journey, faith, believe, meditate, community. The only thing that's not on there is the Power Rangers or Popeye the Sailor Man.
That is all of it.
Yes. Yes. You seem in good spirits tonight. Like tuned in, tapped. What does she say? Tuned in, turned on, tapped in. That's one of the things that Esther always says. But
Yes.
she's funny.
Oh,
She
she.
she's funny when she's channeling because she can be so blunt, very blunt, which I like. There we go. We'll make you the star of the show right now. Is that okay? And the angle's good, so you're not angry with me. We have to have the right angle. I totally understand that though. The angle part, you can't have where you're seeing the nostrils the whole time. It's not good. Yeah. So the rest of the gang, what's going on with them tonight?
um, I was in another broadcast,
Mm-hmm. Are they
um,
are they pooped out?
and Eric was there, and Des was also there. But the moment I saw you coming online, I thought, "Ew, let me come." And
Stir some stuff. Get it going. You're in the mood.
with one of my favorite broadcasters.
Really? I
Yes.
thought I just drove you crazy. I
No,
thought no.
no, not at all. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah. When I'm not taking over another broadcast, we're good. It's when I'm in my own when I'm fine.
You
It's what
know, Michael,
yeah.
I am here to teach from you, to learn from you,
Hmm.
and I am here to share
Yes.
because you
Give and
taught
take.
me that I have to be bold enough
Yes.
to say,
What you feel.
even though it is uh, a kind of confronting.
Yeah, yes, confrontational, right.
Yeah,
But
but I
I
don't
think
want
if
to hurt anyone.
no, you won't hurt me though. You know what I mean? Like we're
Yeah,
friends. You can always be straight.
definitely.
With me, I love when people are real. I can't stand fluff. I can't handle when people bury things
Hmm.
and then act distant or act hurt but won't tell you why they're hurt or if they're just plain old pissed. I'd much rather know.
Hmm.
And you're not a game player, right?
No,
I like this one here too. This year, you are truly love and light awakening, and I love the love. That's you. You got that fire in you now. You know, you things are going, things are moving, things are grooving. You're ready. You're taking. I feel like you're taking this very seriously, which
it
is good.
is.
Yeah, it's very serious
It
to you.
is.
It's not a game.
No, I
No.
had to. The change that you see in me
Yeah, I
is
like it.
that I can't run away from what is coming
And
and
what
what
is coming?
inside of me. What
Oh,
you know?
can we talk about what's going on in the average person right now?
Yeah, what is inside of me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm that average person.
Yeah,
Every
I
one of us, we have to make a step,
Right.
a choice.
You've done the work though. That's the
Yeah, but I'm
difference.
not there yet.
No. No, I don't think we ever I don't think we ever arrive. Do you like this? Do you see how I'm doing all the
I love it.
yeah, the light, see? So we're all
Yes.
seeking that.
Well, we don't. We have to stop seeking. We have to believe that we are it.
Yeah. Do you know how to invite Eric or should I invite Eric? Or are you
Uh,
just going to do it with your head? You're going to tap on your forehead again and
uh,
or does that only work on Colin? Mm. Or see in the background going, "Oh god, I can't go in there again." It'll be too crazy. It'll be too weird. It'll be too
he
wild.
will be here.
He'll be here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There he is. Oh, well, I've invited him and I sensed yesterday that Colin wasn't himself. Did you like he was having a rough day? And it's hard when there's people you care about and they're having a rough day. You want to be
He's
there for 'em.
okay. I
Is he
just
okay
came out of.
today?
Yeah, I came out. Thank you for calling his name. I was thinking so hard in what kind of uh broadcast I just came out, and I could.
Yeah.
It didn't came in, and you called his name, and thank you. So you see, we work together.
Well,
He was
he's
in John.
yeah.
What his name? John. His broadcast. They do each week.
Mhm.
Uh, a broadcast together,
Yeah.
and he was fine. His microphone was working, and his camera was bright. So yes,
So he got things working.
yes, yes,
That's good.
yes, yes.
He I think he was a little bummed out that he ripped the cord and
Mm-hmm,
he's had so many issues with his bandwidth. I just want to
mm-hmm.
read this here. I saw this
Aretha
today and
Franklin.
yeah, Aretha Franklin is truly the queen of soul music.
So
James
and
Brown
James
was the king of
Brown.
funk and
Yeah,
soul. We need to hear that music more often.
yes.
And we don't. You know, everything right now is made I think like at least
Silent.
mainstream to make money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's everything's a product. Where back then,
Yes.
um, you know, not to be mean, I don't know how well James Brown would do in this time frame now, or
Not,
Aretha for that matter,
not.
right? So you have to have a certain look, you know, now and back
Yeah, but
then,
that
if
was then too. Also,
well, back then,
if you watch the albums,
yes,
the way they dress,
yes.
the way
Oh,
it's
I
all the
know where you're
same.
going. I know where you're going.
I'm from the 60s.
I know where you're going.
I'm
You know
not
what
from
they
yesterday.
you know what they used to do with Nat King Cole albums? They would have white people on the beach on the front of it.
So that he seems a little bit darker.
No, so you wouldn't see him. You wouldn't see him at all. He
Oh,
wasn't on the cover, and they did that a lot.
oh,
Oh,
did it
or
started
they
then
would
already?
and they would say things like the soulful sound. So what was weird is some years later they changed the covers, knowing they had done it wrong.
Mm.
But that's how backward it was in the early
Everything is
60s.
backwards. Everything is backwards.
Yes, or upside
It's
down,
time for a
especially
change.
yes,
A
like
big
this. Yeah,
change.
yeah, like
Yes.
that, right?
Yeah.
Now why do children see that way? You kind of you tapped on it but you didn't open the door. Was there a reason you didn't open the door?
They know that what she's telling me
Mhm.
is this is how you have to look. What when we stand up
Yeah.
and you look at the surroundings and the way the people do treat each other, oh my God, this is so bad. And
Yes.
on that way,
I want to I think it's important to give really solid advice occasionally. And I think this is Very solid advice right here. I think you'll enjoy this one. Here you go. If people are talking about you behind your back, then just fart. There, there, there you go. That solves it all. You just fart. You just let one rip. I saw that and thought that was quite clever. When I
But
was
then you
very
do.
young, when I was really young, like maybe 6 years old, 7 years old, and my grandmother would toot, she'd go, "Better out than in, Michael." And I would say, "For who?" And she'd go, "Of course, me." Yes. Hello, Ross Bounty. I think.
Bounty.
Yeah. Okay. Hello from Adelaide, as in Australia. Is that correct? Tell me if I'm correct on that. I can honestly say I don't know if I've met you before, but I love doing broadcasts this time at night because it's not chaotic and the material can be more free flowing. It's not Looney Tunes time. Do you know what I mean? Where in the day it can become a circus. You've been in those with me. You know what I'm
Hmm.
talking about.
Yes.
It gets strange fast
Hmm. Very loud.
and very loud. Yes, and that's a nice way of saying it. Very yes, very loud. Or the microphones can be very loud. Like today, we were on today. Um, yeah, quite a few hours ago. How many broadcasts do you think you were in today, Helga? If you had to guess,
I don't know.
don't know.
Two,
Two,
three. I don't
too many.
know. Well, I had a record day. I think in four broadcasts on one day.
Yeah. So if you average that, you're going to be let's say you do 3 broadcasts, you
Uh-huh.
know, and I don't mean your own, but I mean you're in.
Yeah.
So you in a year from now, you're going to have over 1,000 broadcasts that you're in.
Possible.
The only problem is when you go into other people's broadcasts and they're nuts, it
Yeah.
absolutely represents you too. You
No.
get associated with the
No.
craziness.
No.
No,
Because
you don't think
you,
so?
you know what happens when I enter the room, right?
People run? No. No, what happens? Tell me. Tell me. I want to hear your answer. What happens?
Change the atmosphere.
Yes, it does. The energy is altered in some way. I would agree with that. That is a true statement. Yeah. Let's see if we can get this right. Okay, I think I got it right. All right, Aretha. Sorry. Okay, Aretha's gone, and this is the next guest. This baby here, whoever decides to come up. If and it's very okay if it's just us. To be honest with you, this is fun. I like it. It's if I read something, I let's do that. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. What do you think of that? What does that make you feel? When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Oh, we got a few people in here. Hi, Candy. Hello, Candy. 1111. Yes. Yes. John, do you have any desire to come up? Candy, would you like to come up? I'll invite Candy. Have you been in a broadcast with Candy before,
No.
Helga? No.
No.
Yeah, I think it would be fun and weird, all in one. Yeah,
I'm
she's from
hoping for.
Japan. She's from Japan.
Ah.
She li-
Oh. I just listened to her.
Mm-hmm.
I was in her broadcast.
Okay, I'm glad you remembered
Yes.
now.
Yes.
That's
I
good.
see a
That
picture.
that that could be potentially embarrassing for us.
Oh no, why?
Well, yeah, exactly. We're human. We're human, right?
Ah,
Right? We're
This
we're
this
all
is just a show, right?
yeah, we're all light. I'm going to take a drink here, so I don't want anybody to see.
I see you.
I see you. I see Candy. Candy, we see each other. Do you see the light on the screen there,
Hello,
Candy?
beautiful
You
lady.
are that light, Candy.
Hello.
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 You're humming a little
Hello,
bit.
Helga.
Hi.
I
Nice to
know, I
meet you,
don't know
Ken.
what's the. I just upgraded. It's nice to meet you, Helga, and it's a privilege. I love meeting new people in Happs. It's an
Can
honor.
you it is the microphone near you? Maybe just touch the microphone or move it a little
Yes.
bit. Let's try that.
Okay.
Cuz it
Okay.
sounds like you got a short in the mic.
I need
Oh,
um
okay.
I need to go to the bathroom for a sec.
Yeah, oh, well, that's good to know. Oh, it's getting really loud now.
Yeah, I know. You never broadcast this late though.
It's late, but you're something of what one oh, is it leaving? Why don't you go down
What?
again and try to come back up and we'll see if it's better,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Oh,
Let's
okay. Okay.
try that.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. It almost sounds like a massager. Or one of those, one of those Australian things where they got the host. Hi.
A diggery-do or didgeridoo?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Some random person. It called the daughter. That is actually a beautiful picture. So Desiree, does she sleep at all, or does she just pass out? Is she one of those? She goes until
Um,
the battery's done.
yeah,
Yeah. Were you like that at all?
yeah.
Yeah, I could
She
say.
doesn't take naps or anything, so I let her stay up till like 11 right now until school gets into session next year. So
Yeah. So I saw this today, and it reminded me of your group. Right here, I'll put it up. Can you see that there? It says joy, kindness, truth, forgive, journey, faith, healing, seek, family. And it reminded me of you guys. Because you are your own little family, your own little group, right? Helga is feeling lighter and more refreshed, right? Right?
Oh yeah,
hi,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Colin.
Is Colin here too?
You
All right.
see, I told him. Hi, honey.
Candy, I I honestly don't know if you can come up because you're humming so bad, hon. I can see you, but there's something with your sound. Yeah, it's really humming. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. It's really weird. Sorry, Candy. She is such an amazing person. Anybody who watches the broadcast, please follow her. Sometimes she comes up and it's crystal clear. Other times, not so much. And I think it has to do with how far away she is. All right, let's do this one here. Okay, let's hit this one while you eat. There we go. All right. Keep your heart open to all the healing power found in the deep meditation. Now, Desiree, do you meditate at all? Have you been meditating lately?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are some of the benefits for you of meditation? Oh, Candy's still trying. She's determined. I like that. I will
Yes.
never give in. I will never submit. Let's hope that let's pray for no buzzing. No buzzing. Oh, different.
Positive things
Oh, she
about
went to her phone.
meditation.
She went to her phone. She changed it up.
Um,
She went. She goes. Yeah. Okay. Now we're rocking in the free world. There we go. We can do
meditation,
this.
you asked. So
Yeah.
longevity of the mind. You feel younger meditation. It helps you ground. It helps you be able to be in control. Not so much like in control, but like you're in that control state where you understand the knowledge of flowage is control. You're able to control it a little bit more in a loving way, though. You know, there's it's a healing aspect, so you're able to go into certain parts of yourself and heal certain things, and the list goes on and on. So
I remember the first time that I meditated, I felt really almost like an addiction to it because it was so powerful. And it was so vivid, the imagery I was getting, and it was almost like falling into a blanket of love. It was weird. The first few I had, and then I think the first couple of years it saved me. I think I really needed to have that outlet. And without that outlet, I think I would have really had a rough time. So I think it came into my life at the right time. For you, how did you fall into finding out about meditation? Do you remember?
For me?
Yes.
I was just looking on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I started a path of doing yoga. And then therefore, like, I started realizing my own silence was beautiful. So I love that essence, you know?
Yeah. Candy, how are you?
I'm great. You know, I'm feeling great and awesome. Hello, people. Hello, everybody. I love being here, and thank you for thank you for inviting me. Oh my goodness, what I'm saying.
I know what you mean. What time is it where you are right now?
Oh, it's lunchtime in Tokyo.
Oh, no way. So this is perfect.
Yes, it is perfect, and it's Sunday.
Okay. And how have you been processing all the things going on in your life right now?
Well, since the bad news came up, I just tried to meditate by myself for right now, going one temples to another, trying to figure out what is going to happen and thinking positive, and that's it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Have you shared with anyone what's going on? Because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to leave it up to you to share what you want to share or not share.
No, I never share it publicly here. Privately, yes, I did, but publicly, no, I didn't.
Okay.
I just stay quiet. Yep.
That's good. I think that's probably the best.
Yeah.
You know, so what I'm going to do is leave your spokesmodel picture up because you're pixelating like crazy.
I
I
know.
love. Yeah, there we go. So we'll just do that. We'll still be able to hear you, but that's Desiree. I'm going to have to get where we have her name on there as well in big letters.
Hello,
there we
Dawn.
go. You know what's weird though? If you look at her in the room, she's crystal clear, but as soon as she goes on the screen, it becomes the fuzzy dream.
I know. Maybe because of my Wi-Fi is so strong. I'm running in 1000 Mbps.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like what? It's so
Yeah.
fast.
Well, you look like you're next door, and Desiree, when her energy is high, she looks like she's going from 3G to 4G to golly G.
We love the ecology though.
Yeah.
We need those things though. But what I love about meditating is about Zen, because I'm trying Zen a lot for a long time, and that one is huge for me. You know? And the monks here are really very, very, cooperative about those things, and that's the blessing that I've really shared for a long time, and I'm still keeping up with that.
Can you still hear me? Everybody can still hear me? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Because before, when I would turn up someone's volume, it would be I couldn't hear them anymore, or they couldn't hear me. So I put your volume as high as I possibly can. Helga's volume is more than adequate now. Yeah, she's got some serious volume going on. And for some reason, Desiree, certain days the volume's really good, and other days it isn't. But You're way better now.
Yeah, after the update, everything went crazy though.
I'm glad they fixed that though, because I just raised your volume to double. So now we're going to be able to hear you a little
Thank you.
better. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's nice to have those features, right? You need them. Desiree, do you know what the status is of Eric? Is he detained? Is he deep in meditation? Is he?
We were last on Michelle Alexander's page,
Yes.
like an hour and a half ago or so, and he kept him and I flopped places. I was crystal clear, and then he was getting fuzzy. So then all of a sudden I was getting fuzzy, and then he was dropping out. Like so there might be something going on with his computer.
Well, the one thing that's going on right now is if you have an Apple device, it seems to be dropping a lot. But if you're watching a broadcast and you want to leave comments, it's fantastic. And it's looking very much like Periscope now. The Apple iOS is very similar to what Periscope's was. So the ease of it, which is good. You can read the comments, you can leave comments. I was doing that today with Walt. Helga and I were in a broadcast where he came in and we could barely hear ourselves. And then Randy came in and he had his phone on and his computer and it started doing the Jimi Hendrix thing with the feedback. And then he started screaming at his neighbors, saying he was going to give them $25. And the one woman was like, "For what?" She looked concerned to me, and I was like, "You better explain that." Oh no, we're fine. That's what he said. And then I said something like, "Do you get along with your neighbor?" And he goes, "Of course I do. I get along with them all. Everything's perfect." And then I think he told the one guy he was wearing his underwear outside, "I like your shorts. They look like underwear," or something. Yeah, he's funny. He likes to stir it.
He was calling him the naked neighbor.
The naked neighbor. You were there. Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I was watching the afterplay.
Yeah. See, she's got that instant recall when I need it. She's right there. You also eat all the time. You and Frasier. You know, if there wasn't such an age difference, I would say get married. You guys could just eat your life away. You'd be like 900 pounds of heavenly joy.
I'm always eating. It helps keep my energy up. Always.
Yeah. How do you stay so thin? Do you burn a lot of calories?
Hypoglycemic.
Oh. What happens if you don't? Will you faint?
Seizure activity.
We don't want that. Eat away. Eat away. Don't listen to me. I know nothing.
I have a high metabolism, so I burn energy like. So.
Well, you all. So, can I be my rude self and ask you to do a collective reading, or give me a reading, or give Helga a reading? I've never seen you give Helga a reading.
No.
Let's do it together. No.
I'll do a collective.
You remember calling? Call, would you like a reading? I need to go. I need to paint my toenails. I need to cut my hair.
A lot of people are better off doing one-on-one. So, sometimes the information is too personal, for online.
And
Colin, are you coming up to give us some soulful stylings? We would like that. Women all over the world are always disappointed when you don't come up.
Michael, thank you for bringing me up and inviting me. I have to really go because it's medicine time, and you know that. I really
yes.
Medicine.
Well, listen. Much love.
Much love to you too.
Mega healing. We will do some healing chants for you today.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'll get Randy to do some interpretive dance, which will help.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, beautiful.
It's my pleasure to meet everybody who's beautiful around here, in and out. Thank you, Michael, for inviting me over again.
Well,
thank you for the results. Mwah! Bless you all.
Thank you so much. Don't be a stranger.
I know. I won't be.
Okay. So where I live, prior to COVID, we never had sirens. And now all you hear is sirens. all the time.
I hear them.
All hours of the night. Can you hear them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I you know, I was a little worried. I started mentioning Randy, and next thing I knew, I heard sirens. So I was a little worried. You just don't know. You don't know. So what did Randy call his neighbor again? What was it?
The naked neighbor. Yeah.
That is good. That is good. I gotta admit, that's this right now is what, to me, most of the collective is feeling. You and I are feeling more of this, but unfortunately, I feel the collective is more in this. And I feel like we're having a battle between this and this.
That is a battle
Yes.
that is going on for ages.
Yes, it
But
has. Yeah,
we
that's
will
true.
witness we will witness our freedom.
Yes,
We will witness the light conquer
we will.
our own darkness.
Yes. Well, and sometimes we have those two beasts within us, right? Isn't
We are
that?
those two beings.
Yeah, I called it beast, but yeah. So she's rattling away on the cards there.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had people completely freak out, Desiree, when you read them?
No, but I'm the one that forgets.
What do you forget?
I forget that I give them a reading.
Okay.
Or like what I say in the reading, I forget. Because
Yeah.
whatever comes out of my mouth is just like, what did I say? Like,
But you're channeling, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
And I
kind
have to
of
record it.
like Esther Hicks channels Abram, which is the collective. Yeah. That's interesting you say, Helga, you've been listening to that, because my wife has been listening to
9
nonstop.
hours. Me too. 9 hours.
And she's been watching the YouTube cartoon ones. Have you seen those ones? They're hilarious. She looks like she weighs 80 pounds in the cartoon form, and I'm like, and she's 23 years old, and I'm like, what are we doing here? What is? And because she's my age. She's my age. She might even be older than me.
What is your age?
I'm 58, and she's probably in her 60s.
Okay.
Yeah, and her hubby died a while ago, and she didn't tour for a while.
Yes. I know. Yeah.
And I think he was a grounding force for her. Made her feel safe. Colin, you coming up? Oh, Colin, you know what? My bad, Colin.
He said that he's going to sleep.
I know. Well, if I invite him, he might come up.
I told him, no, you're not.
Well, good. He should know that Mama Bear's in the house, and there's a new sheriff in town, and we can call it all kinds of things
The
if we
one
want.
who came to light the light in you, to be a reflection of you. So come on in.
Well, the first time I met Colin, and I met Colin before I met you guys, I really felt like I was visiting a friend, and there was an instant connection. I don't think anybody else enjoyed our broadcast, but we did. We laughed and kind of just said stupid stuff for about an hour, and I think many people were just, what are those two on? Something is not right with them. I still think of all the messages we've had tonight, this is the most powerful. If people are talking about you behind your back, then just fart. I think that's the solve all. It's secure. Right there. Are you ready? You ready for the reading? She's so patient with me. I love that. She's just so patient.
So again, we have the teal ray dragon coming up. The beautiful teal aquamarine kind of color coming up, and it's saying oneness, perception, and power. So we're
Who is this for? Who is this for? The collective.
The collective.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're all going through this energy field of this teal ray energy with the dragon, and this is like in our throat chakra, our throat energy. So we're all saying what we need to say within our throats, and we're all kind of saying the same thing. So that's where like the oneness is coming together, and we're all bringing each other together through this oneness, because we all have different perspectives when it comes to our own opinions or different ways that we want to speak or have our own insight to certain things. But this is always like, this is also bringing up a personal power for each one of us too. Okay, baby. So when we're bringing that personal power up, we're bringing one another up at the same time. I said I'd be there in a minute.
Mommy, it's kind of ghosty.
Oh, that's okay.
It's a ghost movie.
Okay. Thank you.
She said it's a dope. Is it a dope movie?
A ghost movie.
Oh, I thought she said it was like dope. It's like super cool.
Oh, she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't say that.
Oh,
yeah.
ghost. Okay.
So with this personal power, everybody's really transitioning and bringing that energy up and transforming within right in front of you. So when one person is transforming, it's helping you transform also, because they are a translucent mirror at that same moment for you to see for yourself. So let's say, we say one thing one night, the next day everybody else is going to be saying the same thing. So that's where that power of that oneness is coming in, because it's the collective feeling that's coming in together. So as that's happening, we also have the orange ray dragon, which is the sacral energy, where the womb is, where the belly, underneath the belly button, the sacred energy. Orange. And where that is happening, we are storing all that DNA energy and coding in. And so when we're doing that, we're starting to align to our higher truth. We're starting to bring out that truth. So what's opposite is kind of funny. We got the teal bluish color and the orange. They're both opposite colors of the chakra chart. So when something happens in the orange ray energy, it happens in the blue ray. So that energy is coming up and it's coming out through the throat. Hold on, baby. Give me a minute. So there's lots of truth and knowledge coming out, and it's really restorative to each one of us. Oh, that's really cute. Give me a moment. And then this... Sorry. After this, I got to go. And
I know you do.
Hang out
I know you do. Thank you.
So I really like how this is coming together and showing you a transformation energy, with the orange energy and the teal bluish energy coming up. They really come together, because when you have a situation happen with the womb sacral energy, it's making you be triggered by your throat energy. So whatever's being traumatized or being brought up at the same time with your womb energy, it's going to trigger you to speak up. So this is a time to speak up. What has been on your mind for so long that you need to say to other people or to that other person that's been needing to get that message across? So this is where that truth and knowledge is going to rise out for each one of us. But then we also all together, we all have that knowledge to where it's all rising together at the same time. So one person can say, oh, I'm higher energy than you are, or this and that. That's not the truth. The truth is we're all coming up together. It's all rising up. So one person might not be ready to ascend to a certain level, but we're all rising up to those certain frequencies. So that's where that's happening. And then embracing the spirit, we have the bald eagle coming in and saying to embrace that energy that's coming in, to embrace that knowledge and the spirit that's folding in, to remember to fly high like an eagle, to be close to heaven like you have always been, but also to be grounded with the ground and look at everything as a bigger picture too, with spirit. Know that everybody is one in the one same spirit. Not one person is higher than another. We're all one together.
So we have to be very careful at this juncture of the things we say to others, because we are, indirectly saying these awful things to ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah, I love what you said about the something about the mirror. You used a few.
Translucent mirror.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So,
Oh. Mm.
mm, oh, can you do that again? The what?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I didn't came here to throw the towel in the whatever and then
Into the
say,
ring. Into the ring. You're not.
yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
I'm going to read a little something here. A woman is the full circle. Within her is the power to create, nurture, and transform. And I feel very blessed to have you both here tonight. Thank you so much. It's been really amazing. Um, now, Desiree, do you need to go?
She's quiet for a moment, so
Okay, so we're good. We're good for a second. Is
yeah.
that what
After this
you're?
broadcast, I got to go watch a movie with her. So
Well, yeah, it's that there always should be priorities, right? We have to have the priorities. I get that. And you're a great mom. You're very patient, and she's definitely going to have a lot of your creative energy. So she'll probably also be a healer. And so, if you were to describe your gifts, how would you describe them to someone?
infinite.
Mhm.
Okay, I get that you're powerful, but
No, I
would
mean like there's no words for each one of our powers. Like what I have is what you have. Um the energy that I'm able to control or manipulate or use is something that
Mhm.
you could do also. So I was born with them, or like I was reincarnated, or whatever, however we want to say, put a label on it. But um,
See,
I
that's
li-
nice.
I like the one comment here. It says the feminine, not the woman.
Yes.
Yeah. So
soul sister,
so
Gabby.
she's breaking down the energy. So all human beings have, masculine and feminine energy within them.
Yes.
I think that's what she's
Yes.
addressing there.
Yes.
We are our own twin flame.
Hmm.
You have in the past, and we've never really brought it up before, but you were saying that you channel um, different beings or different. I think one day you actually talked about Palladians. And is that what that blue angel is?
It's Syrian.
Syrian. Okay.
Syrian, yeah. So it just depends on the moment. I usually just paint them. So whenever I'm painting them is when they usually come through, or like landscape, or like this landscape behind, that big painting I'm doing. It's
Right.
Atlantean uh, and Lumerian. So there's a lot of different star seed DNA codes embedded in with that. So it could be reptilian, Atlantean, or like Anunnaki, or all of it. So every single one of us has those DNA codes. It's
Yes.
just choosing which one to use.
Now, would you say that you have channeling abilities, or are you using telepathy?
Both.
I'm able to channel with artwork. But with the telepathy, it just depends. Depends on the situation and who I'm talking to.
Okay. So if you were to describe Eric's abilities, because for me, I find Eric and Helga, when they're in the room, they alter the space, the energy. And I find with you, you're more of a speaker in the sense that different entities, different types of energies can communicate through you. So you're basically channeling. I don't know if you like that term, but you're an outlet for them. And I occasionally feel that, not to the same degree that you do, though. Like yours is frightening at times.
Yeah, the energy is just kind of frightening sometimes too, because like if there's too many people in the room, I'll start like not shaking, but I'll start like doing this number, like going back and forth. And when you see me doing that, you're just like you just
Yeah.
it's a lot of energy depending on what is coming in, what downloads are coming in. So not only am I able to do this, everybody else is able to do this too, through sleep, through waking a life. So it's not like you can sit here and be like, ooh la la blah, 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 you know, and doing light language for me, because I could do light language, or like
Yes.
some people don't know what light language is, but that's like galactic language, and it
Yes.
comes from different galaxies and different star systems. So I
You
can do
should
that, but it
you
just
should listen.
depends.
You should listen to Bashar. It's Daryl Anka. I'll send you some of his stuff, but he was channeling stuff in the 80s. And one of the things that he said, which is hilarious now, he said there was an element 115. And he told the scientists that he had seen it. And it was what they were using to make the crafts move and be able to be more fluid through space, and they said, number one, there is no 115. There's no element 115. It doesn't exist. Well, in the last 2 years, they've proven that it does. The other thing he talked about was a coordinate, where he said it was based through, Palladians. And he said there is a star system that could sustain our life. There's a planet, and these are the coordinates. And they said, we have nothing that could reach that or see that to even know that it's there. In the last 2 years, those coordinates he dialed in were exact, and it does look like it could sustain us.
Now, what's his
So
first name?
his real name is Daryl Anka, but his name that he uses is Bashar. And if you look him up, I'll send you some stuff. But
It's
he was
not Patty
deep.
Burchard, is it?
No, no,
No,
no.
no, no. And
Okay.
it's a man.
It's a
And
man.
what he was getting very ill from channeling too much. And what they did was they can now look at activity in your brain and where it's coming from. And they had noticed that when he was channeling, the energy and the amount of energy he was using, what was deemed to be junk DNA in our brain, was firing up and lighting up. And it was making him, like you were talking about, seizuring.
And
And
that's
he had to
why
stop.
I've
He
had
had
a
to
hard
stop.
time my whole life with that. Yeah, because my
Yeah.
body, is your body is only capable of so much energy if you're not ascended to that higher frequency like you're supposed to be, or if you're around people or things that you're not supposed to be around. So yeah, it's a process. But everybody can do it. Everybody. So not only me, Gabrielle on here, that's in the comments, she can do it. If Helga tapped into it, she could do it. You could do it. Everybody could do it. It just depends on what you want to tap into.
Agreed. Yeah.
You know
I
what I
think I,
prefer?
th- I think some of the children that are being born right now are at a level that you and I are at instantaneously. Like it's like they're pre-wired for it.
Well, they haven't had any vaccines.
Oh, do you want to go there?
Oh, definitely.
Mm,
I'm
that's
not
why I'm not
sure
doing
there's.
vaccines anymore.
Huh?
So that's why I'm not doing vaccines anymore. They cause me to seize. They
Yes.
they they cause my brain activity to the shots. They dumb me down. They dumb my powers down.
Oh, I see what you're saying. They diminish what you have.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, well, there has been none of this has been tested. We don't know. There's been for years they're talking about, even in the flu shot, that it made people less fertile. Like there's crazy stuff everywhere. So what is real? What is not? I love things like when I was talking about Bashar, where he was actually giving coordinates and had a name of an element, and both of those now are facts. But when he talked about this, which I think was in '86, and he did it on air, people really thought he was completely out of his mind. But it was great theater, and it was fun to watch.
It's like what they think of us right now.
I think people are more open now, Helga, than they ever were in
Hopefully,
'86. I think right now the average person may not admit they're watching programming like this, and there's so much of it on YouTube that if you want to know stuff, you can search around. Like someone probably right now is looking up Bashar. Someone was probably looking up Esther Hicks
yeah.
and wondering who Abram who is. And I remember the first time I heard that she was channeling Abram, which was this galactic collective. I really thought this woman's completely out of her mind. But then I thought, I like the message, so maybe I shouldn't be so narrow-minded. And I continued to listen. And the more I listened, I was like, I don't really care where it's coming from. It's really good. It's an amazing message. How do you feel about that, Desiree?
About Abram, I don't really know much about him or like the energy.
It's actually a woman who channels it. Her name is Esther Hicks. Helga has been listening to her nonstop. Is that correct? My wife has been listening to her nonstop,
Yes.
and only in the last couple months, out of the blue.
Oh, for
Is
me,
that
it's been years ago.
years ago? Okay.
Yes, the start of this path. Because
Desiree, who are some of your greatest teachers right now? Who are some of your greatest influences besides Helga?
When I first awoken, like until I was
Mm-hmm.
like when I had the death experience and I came to my powers, was Ralph Smart at first, and then Steve Noble, and I still listen to him, and he's friends with me on Facebook, and we chat sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The angels have been my inspirations for bringing me forward, and then like people who were really close to me, like living like people like one of my old best friends, Thomas Putman. He created pyramids, copper pyramids, and gave them to me, and he had me go to shows with him, and he taught me about crystals, and then his
Mm-hmm.
sister taught me Reiki, and then it just transformed from there. And then the inspirational people in my life are older than me, like in their
Yeah.
50s and 60s, going in their 70s. So it's like, I gravitate towards the older generation that really has that wisdom from their life, and I'm able to transform what the stories they tell me, and be able to put them to my own perspective, and be able to use that perspective as a enlightening for myself. So I never had somebody I really looked up to that I followed, like that.
sorry,
So
okay.
it's like I never like Tesla. He's like one of my favorite people, because or like Wilhelm
Mm-hmm.
Reich and Tesla. Those are like the two people that I'm really all about, because they were torn apart. All their ideas were thrown in a trash, or the government took control of it
Yeah.
and then hid it. So those are the people that I really, really am into, because I create orgone energy with Tesla energy involved. So I
Okay,
don't
you
follow
have to
anybody anymore.
slow down a little bit, because the average person is not going to understand a thing you're saying. So number one, Tesla. She's talking about Nikolai Tesla, not Elon Musk Tesla, the electric car. She's talking about frequency, energy. Do you know what the last one is?
Wait, what? It's like electromagnetic energy. It's like the controlling of it.
You know what he wanted to do more than anything? His biggest goal was he wanted to give everybody free energy.
Exactly,
He
we
wanted,
can create it.
and he had thought he had come up with a device that would be able to give everyone free energy.
And you can. And I know how. It's like when you study it, you're able to understand it. But there's also Wilhelm Reich. If you ever heard of Wilhelm Reich, he created the orgone accumulator. And it was a box that had organic and non-organic components that were layered on top of each other in a box form that you would sit in. And he claimed, or some people claimed, that he helped heal their cancer or disease that they had. So the government came in and said, "Oh, well, you called it the orgone because it is about creative energy." So he called it orgone because it was like, okay, orgasm energy. So they took all his stuff.
I can see this show going right off the Richter scales now. Okay, yeah.
But it's fascinating when you really read into that stuff. So I don't follow anybody anymore.
I think a lot of people will be very fascinated after that comment. That was very good. I want to promote a couple people here before we go. I don't know if you recognize this person. This is Kelly. She has been on my show a few times. She's actually a friend in real life, and she also does readings. This is a spokesmodel I know who also does readings. She looks very similar to Desiree. And it's I'm hoping Vaughn will come up so we can do the gratitude part. This has been a wonderful show, guys. Do you know we are at 700 views?
That's cool.
That's amazing. That is amazing for a spiritual show in the middle of the night. Something's going on, Helga. Something's going on. You're doing something there.
I'm going to
here we go.
A small broadcast after we finish.
Yes. And debunk everything Michael has said.
No. You triggered me with the vaccine, and I need to speak.
Oh, I'm so afraid.
Yeah.
I'm so afraid.
Yeah.
Help me, Lord.
But not in your broadcast. I'm going to create my own broadcast.
Yes, please do.
And those who want to know, you better come and listen.
Yeah.
Because
she'll hunt you down.
There is enough information.
Yes.
To know what is in the vaccine, in all of the vaccines.
Can you welcome in Vaughn here, our dear friend?
Hi, my sweet.
Another mister. Hello, Desiree.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello, Michael.
Hello. Have you been watching the show from afar?
No, I just popped in. We just had our guests leave. We had we had a few people over for dinner.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What is the current time there? Is it 11? I think I can see. What's it say?
It's 11:56. It's almost midnight.
Oh, it's the same as me. So we're all the same. We're in the same world. You're in New York, right? So that makes sense.
Yeah.
We have been. If you look at your screen, this is what we've been talking about tonight. Taking over the world. Right there. That's what. Yeah. One soul at a time.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
And if anybody's offended, this is the message we're sending. We do channel Yoda only on Thursday nights. Just on Thursday. We have been talking. We have been talking all kinds of craziness tonight.
Yeah, well, this was my coffee cup this morning. If I had broadcasted it, you would have seen it.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Yes, it's very enlightening.
I love it.
I bet
you use that word in many beautiful ways.
It fits. It does. It's one of those ones that it just goes with everything, doesn't
It's a
it?
noun, it's an adjective, it's a verb.
Yes. Yes. It's a release.
Yeah.
It is truly a release. You can scream that at the top of your lungs when you're frustrated and feel better after.
Yes. Hello, Colin.
And you're right, and it goes with any name. I can guarantee you, like Helga's probably said my name and that word after, sometimes after a broadcast.
Is that the picture of the person in red? Is that Desiree?
No, that's her evil twin, Rose. That's Rose. Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
Yeah. Rose is wanted in several states, but we thought we'd put her up there. It's kind of like on Friends. Phoebe had the evil sister. Remember?
Yeah. That was her name. Oh shit.
See, Colin studied Tesla. It's a good conversation someday.
Well, the one thing we forgot was vibration. So, frequency, energy, and vibration were his three things. Colin, are you coming up or not? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing?
God, I came in here. You were talking about orgasm. Now you're talking about vibration. All right, I'm out.
Frequency. He goes, I'm all in, and I've got my cup. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a coffee. This doesn't look like it's ending anytime soon.
I'm going to
this late?
What's that?
Man. So you getting coffee this late?
Yeah. Well, I can sleep if I have coffee. No problem. I'll be back.
Man, you're lucky.
That's me. I can sleep.
Coffee affects me like during the whole day, and I'm just like, I
need to stay awake. I'm a real bitchy person if I don't have it in the morning, but I can have it shortly before I go to sleep, and I'll sleep fine. Well, my mother can't have coffee after like 6 at night.
Me too.
Because she'll be up all night.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
When I'm ready to say goodbye to this world and take a nap, I'm done. And I'm ready. I can close my eyes and I can go. Let's see.
Thanks for subscribing, Omar. Much love.
Did you guys have a nice night? Did you have a good broadcast?
You too, honey.
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw you today.
Yeah, I don't have earphones. You guys aren't getting an echo from that, are you?
No.
No.
Okay, good. I have to say it's nice that I know when I have Zoom calls, if people don't have their earphones in, get a horrible echo. And whatever they're doing,
I would love to hear your echoes.
I'm putting earphones in anyway. Well, you guys need to raise your standards, man.
Oh, shush. You're so beautiful.
I love seeing you guys.
Ooh, Malibu.
And Malibu loves seeing me. Hello, John. I found this. I accidentally came across this with root beer. Is my new favorite thing.
Okay.
But it's yes, we had a nice visit with our friends.
Helga, you don't drink, do you?
Oh, sometimes.
Sometimes? Okay.
When she comes to New York, she will.
She will then? She'll have to just to survive.
Drinking, floating around in my pool. And smoking.
If I drink, I get worse.
In what way? What way do you get worse? Explain. Oh, the filter leaves. There's no filter?
No.
That's good. You'll get along.
Weird.
Get along here.
Desiree, your internet's working now. What the?
Because I left and I came back.
Oh, is that why? Yeah, you're crystal clear again.
Right now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, we'll see how long that lasts. Have you ever given Vaughn a reading?
No.
She has not.
Would you like one, or do you want one privately, so I can get more depth?
Vaughn, do it now. Vaughn,
I could. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. Yeah, I don't. And I'm not that private, so I'm not worried about.
Yes. Well, we've already talked about things earlier.
I'll do the light cards for you.
Explosive things.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yes, erupting things that.
Oh God, I think that's when I walked in the door.
That's it. That was the only reason you came in. She goes, yeah, I think we should have just that little piece on an endless loop tape as an advertisement.
Like
an advertisement for the show. The numbers will be through the roof. This is so boring. What the preview was amazing. What? Oh well. She's giving me that look. I love it.
No, he's not Bruce Willis. He's a Mark. Mark, what's his name?
Zuckerberg?
Yeah. No, not Zuckerberg. What? No,
Say what? Say sucker.
The guy that's in New York. What's his name I said last time? Yeah. I always thought he was handsome.
Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, that word. It was in my
a lot less muscles and a lot. Yeah, he's a lot hotter than I am, but we have a similar accent.
Your attitude is the same.
Oh yeah,
you know?
that's probably true. Yeah, definitely. My attitude's probably a lot shittier than his.
So, I don't know if you have any Gemini qualities to you, or if anybody around you is Gemini, but there is definitely a Gemini energy coming up. So, you have two parts to yourself, or to the person that's around you, or to you. So sometimes you can be around people and you change. So your mask changes a little bit when you're around certain people, or sometimes you have to change certain things that you say, or that so it don't trigger certain people. So it just depends on what your mask is hiding at that moment, or what you're switching to be sometimes. So
Right.
This is where it's going to come out with the communication part with you. Is you are very, very bold with communication, and sometimes it could be too bold or too blunt, but at the same time, people know who you are, and if they take to offense, it's just like what your mug says, So it's like, it just depends on what you're going through at that moment for certain communication lines.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're having a hard day, you understand what type of face you have to put on for that day.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also a way for you to be curious about yourself, bringing up new adventurous things about who you are. What about your other side of you do you need to work on? What about your other side of you that triggers that soft side? So you have two different sides. Say like you have a twin flame, you have a light and you have a dark phase to yourself. So which one are you feeding more? And in which one are you transforming more into be that Gemini quality of yourself? So this is where you're getting more adaptable to who you are to yourself too. Yes. Oh, that's so beautiful. You color so pretty.
I use a little bit of crayons.
You use a little bit of crayons. That's okay. So that is sorry, ears.
Okay.
So there's this Capricorn dragon that's also coming up too. And this is a beautiful energy that's coming up again with the throat energy, because this Gemini energy was the blue. So you're having a lot of communication energy coming up too. So the Capricorn dragon is saying you're very ambitious, you're very outgoing, and you're very outspoken with a lot of people. So when someone really triggers you, you are really upfront with it, but then also sometimes you're really behind the scenes trying to figure out what you really want to say, like the Gemini dragon said. But you're also disciplined to a certain extent to your own self. You are very not set in your own ways, but you have a goal standard of what you really want to be put into place for yourself. So it's like you have certain goals that you really want to set, and that's where you want to go. But sometimes you do waver back, and you do have to take that as a couple steps back and forward just to get to that point where you really want to go. This is also
Right.
where the self-control of your own self comes in too. You're having to control some things that you say and do. And sometimes that's where that Gemini quality comes out with the Capricorn, and that's where it mixes in. And you do have to. We all do have to have that self-control about our own self. But it's about, what about you do you want to control better, or what about you is a triggering factor that you really want to help heal. So it's not about like the huge self-control about that part. It's about the self-nurturing. What are you self-nurturing about yourself? So what is it that you're feeding to yourself, in your everyday life? So that's going to really bring some light into your own self. What's the nutrients into your everyday life that helps you bring that disciplining area to yourself. And then this is where it's the time of reflection, again, with that Gemini energy coming in. So that double energy. So reflecting upon who you are, what's the impact that you are making on life for your own self? What is it about yourself that you want to change? What is it about yourself that you want to make a difference in the world? And then this is also a card saying protect the green, the wild and green. Saying to go outside, go ground, go have fun, go drive around, go to the beach, go to the water, go sit by it, and go relax a little bit. It's time for you to unwind and to let that stress go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's for you tonight, lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. That was perfect. I definitely relate to every bit of that, especially the part where I was amazing and.
Yeah, do you know what I liked? Which I don't think the average person would know, is you are very structured, especially when it comes to business. There is a fire in you that most people I don't think would see. I would really love to address before we go. We're going to have quite a few people from Periscope coming over, and you definitely had your moment in the sun there, or
Sure. Yeah.
if you can just basically describe to them what the environment's like here, what the community's like, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. This back in the beginning, for those people who knew me from Periscope, who remember back what it was like in 2015, 2016, with that feeling of, it was just positive energy, positive friendships, the networking of these people, and everybody blended so well. Back with Periscope, that is what I've been finding here. And with all the different options of live streaming we have today, this is the only one that I have felt that same kind of, it's nostalgic of what Periscope was back years ago. Many people I know from there continually say we miss that. We miss the way it used to be on Periscope, and that is exactly what it is like now. And you guys are part of that. Michael, you're the reason that I stayed focused on this app and kept opening it every day. The maturity level is definitely a higher maturity level here than Periscope, and people who knew me from there, because it was such a troll out atmosphere. We just went with it and did a life's too short to give a shit kind of broadcast theme on Periscope. Where here it's a little more, I don't know if it's mature or professional or whatever you want to call it. And I prefer this. I prefer this atmosphere over what we had the frat boy life over on Periscope. I just cannot get over the amount of support from each other that I've just witnessed from other people. And sometimes I'll sit in someone's broadcast and not even say hello. I'll just scan the comments, what's going on, and how the broadcasters are getting along with the people in the video. And I'm just pleasantly surprised every single day. And misery loves company, but also positive sticks together too. And I find that the group that I found with you guys has really been amazing. Really, I look forward to figuring out how to build this app or help build this app even 10 times bigger than I had, even the following on Periscope. I want my community here to be even 10 times bigger than we had there, because I feel that confident about it and positive. It's a good thing for the world. The world needs this, needs more of this.
I really need you to read this if you can. Can you see it on the screen?
Yeah. If people are talking about you behind your back, then just fart.
Yes.
It's and
yes.
The thing I've always said, I've never given a shit about if people talk behind me, because if they're talking about me, that means I meant something.
Yes.
Then what Desiree was saying about feeling like, sometimes I have to control myself. I definitely have been trying to control myself on Happs, because I got so used to just, total just foul language. There was no rules there, because it was just it was a roasting atmosphere on there. So there, the way we would get trolled and people would say either, homophobic shit to me or just anything. And I've always had a sense of humor about it, where I can totally troll them back. So it was just a totally different atmosphere. So the self-control that I've had to really take, I really had to work on it here.
That's
because
good.
I want my channel to be more of a reflection of, a little more positive. Same
It's
theme.
a new direction, sir. Is that kind of where you're going?
Yeah,
more polished, more self-respect.
Yeah, mature. Mature. I can still drink anybody under the table, but I don't need to do it on a broadcast. I don't look to do it now. It's a totally different atmosphere. I have a totally different purpose. The feelings that I have for Happs right now, when I first joined Periscope, I wanted to do that. I had a pay it forward channel. I wanted to do it for philanthropy. I wanted to do nothing with my professional life. I wanted it to be an avenue for me to help other people, and instigate other people to help other people.
Mm-hmm.
We did a number of fundraisers on Periscope over the years. And I really, that was my main goal for joining Periscope back in the day. And then when I saw the harm that people were trying to do to others with either doxing, and I said, I can't do that, because so it changed my direction. So that's something I have I still have that. That's just my nature. I want to do that. I hope to be able to do that to some degree here, and just build a positive. I still want to have the "fuck it, life's too short, don't let shit get you down" attitude and theme, but without as many bad words.
Yeah. That is not the button I wanted to hit. Sorry, folks.
I was like, okay, I guess I'm done.
Yeah. So, thank you. Happy to have you here. There you go. No problem. I love this. This is awesome. So back to our previous broadcast.
And thank you, Desiree, by the way.
We're here about the light and the light and the light and the orbs.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, just sometimes we have spokesmodels, occasionally. But I think what's happened is you originally were supporting this community, right?
Right.
At Periscope, but then unfortunately became this community,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the new world is this. Don't
Yeah.
ruin a new day by thinking about yesterday. Let it go.
Yeah.
But everybody in the room here, I really feel this is what we're about right here. This is us.
Absolutely.
That's us. That's our room now. That's the
Yeah.
space that we're holding. So what I'd like to do, if it's okay, it's getting to a point where I should go to sleep.
Yeah.
If you can, everyone, just quickly do your gratitude. I'll bring us all back up, and we can do that.
Ladies first.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the new world that we are building together.
Is there more?
The real world.
The real world. Yes. Yes. And I see you, and you
And I
see
see
me.
you.
Yeah. And you see everybody in the room.
Definitely.
And definitely.
And
All
I
right.
love you too.
Aw.
I love
That
when
was
you hear like
that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful.
that.
Okay. There we go. It looked like you're giving everybody the finger in the blur. But that's not what she was doing. It still looks kind of like,
It means I see you.
yes, yes, and I see you. There we go. Tested and true, and nobody's offended.
I love the
Okay,
long.
so give us the gratitude, please. Thank you.
Being grateful, just being alive, being able
Mhm.
to talk to you guys each and every single day. You know, just being grateful, being grateful.
I'm grateful for your daughter. She brings a level of entertainment and joy to my life. I'm very grateful for
Cute
her.
little voice.
Yeah, she is definitely going to be an earth shaker for sure, no doubt. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I am tonight. I had a friend, one of the people who were here, one of our best friends, and a couple of years ago, she was stage 4 breast and lung cancer, and was told she had 6 months to live, quit her job, and go home and enjoy her life. And we convinced her to go to a friend of ours who runs a cancer center here on Long Island, and she got a second opinion, and that was 7 years ago. She's cancer free for probably about 4 of those years. I'm grateful that every day that she is here, and that's who just left. She was here with her husband having dinner, and I'm grateful for all of the people in my life. You guys are now included in that family, and it's just really I'm blessed that I just have so many good people in my life. That it's really, in fact, Joe and I talk about it all the time. We're just unbelievably lucky that we almost feel like we're being greedy because we just have so many people that we're having our personal life. It's and I'm just very grateful every day for it, and you guys are included in that.
I like this, what John said here. At 12:12, we were at 1.2 thousand views. So yeah, we've definitely had some synchronicity. We're at 1,500 right now views,
and it's now 12:21 as you're saying that.
Yeah,
12 backwards.
You got it. So the community is growing, and I think we're all here for a reason, and we're definitely getting some form of outside support.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dano. I really am happy that you're enjoying the new Happs update, and it does look good. We've had more complaining than anything. John, thank you for being here. Curtis, thank you for being here. Colin, I wish you had come up, but that's okay. I can't have everything. Melanie, thank you so much for subscribing. And Helga, Helga and I held this down. It was just her and I in the trenches, firing off bombs of inspiration for the first half an hour. And then it built. And then Desiree came in and added a whole new level of arousal to the broadcast. And then we got Vaughn, and she did the reading. And so it's been a really amazing broadcast. Probably one of my favorites of all time. Thank you. So,
you guys.
Helga is going to do a video, I think, after this. She's going to talk about the vaccine. Thank you for respecting that. I don't want to talk about the vaccine. I really want to stay employed. And Desiree, thank you for being so kind to share your gifts. And Vaughn, you know what? We're building something here, buddy. All of us. Yep. We're all little blocks in this. It's nice
to be part of it.
And all the people who were in the background, not doing the comments, but watching and listening, and maybe a little judging.
Yeah, but we couldn't do it without any of it.
Yeah, and so until we meet again, thank you so much for being here, and we'll hopefully see you in the future. And we won't be happy until we have absolute world domination. There you go.
And we have a full moon tonight.
Oh, do we really?
Yeah.
Oh, that explains so much. Oh, that I didn't know that. Okay, I'm going to end with this. This is something I wrote a long time ago. In the stillness of the morning, feel all the stress and fear just float away. You are truly blessed. Amen. And that is everybody that is on Happs. And thank you for being in this current moment in time. God bless you all, and thank you for your patience, and may you be very patient with yourself and the ones that you cherish most in this life. Bye-bye.